Teresa.
Teresa?
Oh, jeez.
Who the hell is Teresa?
Teresa?
Yes, I just blew in your ear and you smiled and whispered Teresa. Who is she, Ethan?
I did? Well, the only Teresa I know is Pilar's daughter.
Oh, that's terrific. If you're gonna give me a rival for your affections, you could at least make it someone more glamorous than the housekeeper's mousy daughter.
I don't believe it. Gwen Hotchkiss is jealous.
Well, you bet I am. I've been away only a few days and I come back all excited for a glorious romantic idyll with you in the sauna, only to find you dreaming of another woman. I want an explanation, Ethan.
We did it, Whitney. We made it through that awful interrogation at the Crane Mansion, and we won.
The only thing you win, Teresa, is the Best Liar Award.
Go ahead, put me down for telling a fib.
A fib? You lied to a private investigator, Teresa.
Whitney, I just stuck to my story that Ethan's stalker's in South America. Ethan gave that bloodhound PI his walk-in papers, and I am home free.
You honestly believe that?
Yes. Ethan doesn't think I'm the person that did all those things to him. He sees me as his lucky charm. Now that's what I call a victory.
If you ask me, you're never going to be home free until you can take off that disguise and stop pretending to be someone that you're not.
Damn. Can't hear what they're saying. Update on the Crane stalking case. Ethan called a halt to the investigation today, but I'm still working on it. I never failed a client yet, and I don't intend to start now. These two girls are definitely lying. I don't believe for 1 second their story about the stalker moving to South America. I will dog them until I find the truth. And the stalker.
My mom will freak out if I'm not home before dark, Miguel.
I know, Charity, but let's just swing by Mrs. Bennett's shop first so you can describe your mom to her. It won't take long. Tell her, Kay, your mom's shop's just next door.
The thing is, Miguel, my mom and dad are in the middle of a medical emergency with our next-door neighbor, Tabitha. Maybe I should go check and make sure it's a good time.
I'll go with you, Kay. Thanks, but Charity and I'll swing by ourselves. If Mrs. Bennett's still busy, we'll keep going. But if she's free, we can talk to her. See if she can help us find Charity's aunt.
And if she can, Charity won't have to move.
That's right, Reese. Come on. Everyone keep your fingers crossed.
Bye, guys.
Where are these smelling salts? I hope it's nothing too serious with Tabitha.
Well, listen, don't worry. We'll take care of her and we'll get back online with your sister Faith.
Give me strength. You thought you could run away from me, didn't you?
Oh my God! It's you!
Yes, of course it's me. And I'm going to get you. And then you're
of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Whitney, you spend way too much time with your parents.
I do not.
Well, you must, because parents are worriers. They're always freaking out about something. Just like you.
If I am freaking out, it's only because I saw the look in your eyes when Ethan had his arms around you before.
That was so amazing.
He only did it because he thought you were gonna faint.
Well, I almost did faint when he put his arms around me. I mean, it felt so natural, so right. It's where I am meant to be, by his side, forever.
You're doing it again, Teresa.
Well, that fortune teller did say she saw me in a mansion, and I was signing my name, Mrs. Crane.
She also said that my father was going to murder someone. Do you believe that too?
No, of course not.
If you're still dreaming about becoming Mrs. Crane, just stop it right now.
Whitney, I'll always love Ethan. I will love him till the day I die, even though I know I can never have him.
You're really going to give him up for good this time?
I have to. But it's not fair. Why does Gwen Hotchkiss get to be with him when I can't?
See, you're doing it again.
There's no reason for you to be jealous, Gwen. Certainly not of my housekeeper's daughter.
Oh, Teresa.
Thanks to her, I don't have to worry about being stalked anymore.
You found the girl who was after you?
No, and I probably never will. She's moved to South America with her family.
Oh, then it's finally over.
Completely. And now with that problem off my mind, I can concentrate on the woman I love, which happens to be you, Gwen.
So you're not gonna murmur Teresa's name when you sleep anymore?
Promise. I'm sure the only reason I said her name in the first place was because Teresa was the one who brought us the good news about the stalker being gone.
So you've been so busy thinking about Teresa, you've had no time to think about me.
I'm always thinking about you, even when I'm not thinking about you.
Prove it.
I will.
Where are your precious angels now? Faith, you can't make me go away. And you can't protect your oh so innocent daughter from me anymore. She's mine.
No, not Charity.
Don't go to Mom's shop, Miguel.
Why not, Kay?
Well, think about it. If my dad had to come back here for oxygen, then whatever's going on over there must be pretty serious.
Maybe that crisis is over.
Well, he said he'd tell us when it was. Do you really want to put yourself in the middle of a life and death situation?
As much as I want to meet Mrs. Bennett, Miguel, it wouldn't be right.
Guess you're right.
Why don't you try your mom again, Charity?
Okay. Once I tell her the good news, it should change everything. It's ringing. She must be off the internet. Oh, I can't wait to tell her that her long-lost sister's right here in Harmony. She's gonna be so excited. That's weird. No one's picking up. I don't understand. It was busy a minute ago. She couldn't have gone anywhere.
Maybe she ran out for something.
Maybe. I got the answering machine. Hi, Mom, it's me. I know you're gonna be mad at me for going to Harmony, but I've got the greatest news. So I'll be home soon. Don't worry about me, okay? Bye. Where could my mom be?
Oh, Tabitha, thank goodness you came, too.
Oh, you scared us half to death.
Oh, dear.
Her color's good, but she's a bit groggy.
Here, oxygen will take care of that.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary.
Okay, look, this will do the trick.
Bloody hell, what are you trying to do to me?
I am so sorry, Tabitha.
Oh, dear. Oh, forgive me. I can't believe those nasty words came out of my mouth. And to you of all people, Grace.
It's all right, Tabitha. I know you're not feeling yourself today. I just didn't mean to startle you.
Oh, well, no harm done. I'm fine now. As a matter of fact, I know exactly why I keeled over. Jogging. I'm going to have to give it up. It breaks my heart, but I'm not as young as I used to be.
Well, none of us are anymore, Tabitha.
Anyway, I'm fit as a fiddle now.
You know, I'm amazed. You seem to have bounced right back.
I'm so relieved, Tabitha.
Oh, my dears. I don't know what I'd do without the two of you.
We feel the same way. But, as long as you're feeling better, would you mind if I got back to the computer?
Yeah.
Of course I interrupted your reunion with your sister. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's no problem at all. It's just that Faith was in the middle of sending me a photograph of a 300-year-old painting. She said it was the face of evil.
Mercy. Unhand me!
Speak, old woman! Admit to your evil ways! What strange doings thou hast wrought this time?
Oh, that is for me to know and thou to find out!
Oh, even her language is strange!
Thou shalt pay for this!
Well, I hope this photo explains what your sister's been saying, because, frankly, she hasn't made a whole lot of sense so far.
I just hope we can see it clearly. I mean, she said we might even recognize the face in the picture.
And, what does this face of evil look like?
You know, all we could see was someone in a pilgrim dress, and then we couldn't see the face very clear. And then you got woozy, so...
What's this?
Why don't you just show Charity the picture of your mom and get it over with?
Are you out of your mind, Simone?
If your mom isn't Charity's aunt, Charity will go home today and that will be it. And your conscience will be clear. But if your mom is the woman Charity's looking for...
I don't care about my conscience. I care about not getting my chance with Miguel.
I couldn't live with myself if there was something wrong with my mom, Miguel.
Then I'll take you home. I mean, I don't want to, but I will. But that doesn't mean I'm forgetting about Kay's mom or anything.
But there's no time.
We have to go by our shop anyway to get the bike at my house. Oh, we'll look in. If she's still busy with that emergency, we'll only say hello, and at least you'll have finally met her. But if she's free, all our problems could be solved. Thanks for everything, guys.
Good luck.
Thanks.
It's out of your hands now, Kay. Charity and your mother are about to meet. If your mother is Charity's aunt, that means Charity is your cousin, and she's here to stay. And she's gonna be in your life and in Miguel's life for good.
It's a little boy.
That's who your sister says is the face of evil?
Apparently. Does he look familiar to you, Sam?
Not at all.
Me neither. I mean, he doesn't look like anyone from around here.
It's gotta be a mistake.
I can't imagine why Faith would be afraid of such an innocent-looking child.
We'll get her back online. We'll ask her why she sent us this picture.
Faith's not there, Sam. What could have happened to her?
Don't you see, Teresa? All your hopes and dreams and plans will go right down the drain, every single one of them, if you start mooning over Ethan Crane again.
Whitney, you can't expect me to just shut Ethan out of my mind completely. I mean, you saw the way he rushed to my defense when that P.I. Frank what's-his-name was hammering away at me. He's my hero.
Ethan came to your rescue because you are his housekeeper's daughter. That is it.
You don't know that.
Oh, no? Ethan doesn't know you from Adam, Teresa. And do you want to know why? Because you have lied to him from day one. And now you've gotten me tangled up in your web of deceit, too.
Don't get all dramatic, Whitney.
But I hate lying, and so should you. If the Cranes find out that you're the stalker in disguise, not only are you dead meat, but your mother is going to lose her job. Your whole family is going to be disgraced.
But that's the difference between the two of us, Whitney. You're guided by negative thoughts, while I think positively. You ought to try it. It's called creative visualization.
You are going to creatively visualize your family right out of your mother's weekly paycheck. And then what are you going to do? How are you going to feel? How are you going to pay the bills? Is your brother Luis going to have to shoulder even more of the burden?
All right, stop it, Whitney. Now you're being mean.
I am being a realist.
Whatever you're being, you can stop. Because I am not going after Ethan. I'm just thinking about him, that's all. And as far as I know, there's no law against that, okay?
You have no idea how much I want to just believe you.
You have nothing to worry about. As long as I look like this, Ethan won't realize what he's missing.
This case is going to be solved when I find out what those girls are arguing about. And I will find out.
Reese, do me a favor, will you?
Anything, Kay.
Go see what's keeping Jessica with those flyers. Maybe she needs some help.
That's a great idea, Kay. The quicker we get these up around town, the better our chances of keeping Charity in harmony with us.
Exactly. God, he makes me want to jump out of my skin.
It's not Reese that makes you want to do that, Kay. You're freaked because Charity's about to see her mom.
Well, wouldn't you be?
No. I'd be glad to find out that I had a girl cousin.
Why? You don't have any cousins?
I do, but they're older and they're on my dad's side. I've never met any one of my mom's relatives. I think they live down south or something, and she never really talks about them. But yeah, it would be great to find out that I had a girl cousin my age, someone I could really talk to.
Well, you can talk to me, can't you?
Yeah, but you don't know what I mean. I mean, it's just me and Whitney now. And Whitney's cool and all, but she's older and she's so focused on her tennis. And Mom and Dad are always talking to her about her next tournament or practice. And sometimes I feel like I'm left out.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel invisible in my family.
You? You're always doing something to make yourself the center of attention.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Like how?
Well, picking fights with your sister Jessica.
She's a brat.
Wouldn't be if you were a little nicer to her.
I want to be. It's just, you know, I know everyone thinks that I'm some kind of monster because of the way I go after Jessica, but I don't mean to sometimes. It's just that...
What?
Well, my brother Noah has Dad, and Jessica has Mom, and who do I have?
Both your parents. They love you.
I know that. It's just that Noah has this special bond with Dad, and Jessica has this special bond with Mom. So where does that leave me? Just stuck in the middle with nobody.
Okay, that isn't true. And even if it was, wouldn't that be more reason why you'd be happy that Charity was your cousin?
I don't care about Charity. I care about Miguel.
But she's your age. She would be family.
I don't want her in my family. I don't want some new family to come out of the blue. They could just upset things again. Change things somehow.
What do you mean?
Forget it.
Kay, I think you're making too big a deal out of all this. I really do.
I don't. My entire life depends on what happens when that mealy-mouthed blonde meets my mother.
Which would be any second now.
Thanks, Simone. My whole future with Miguel is being decided right now.
You're nervous, aren't you, Charity?
I'm just worried about my mom. It's so unlike her to suddenly disappear from the house.
There's got to be a reasonable explanation. You'll see, we'll talk to Mrs. Bennett and everything will work out.
You really believe that, don't you?
Absolutely. My mother always says that if something's meant to work out, it will. And if...
And if what?
And if two people are meant to be together, they will be.
I hope your mom is right, but...
You're not gonna have to move away, Charity. You've got to believe that. I do.
I want to.
Charity, don't worry. Come on, we'll talk to Mrs. Bennett. I have a good feeling that she'll be able to help us find your aunt. And you won't have to move.
It just doesn't make sense, Sam. I mean, Faith was as excited as I was when we found each other. Why would she break the connection?
Well, maybe she lost power on her end. Or maybe someone interrupted her.
Maybe it's a good thing she's gone.
Oh, no, Tabitha, I've been looking 20 years to find my sister.
Well, that's if she is your sister. I'm sure you know about people chatting up people on the internet.
Tava, that's internet.
Whatever. I only know what I read about in the papers. But, you know, people get chatting and then they get friendly and Then they decide to meet, and before you know it, the trusting person is robbed or worse.
Oh, no, Tabitha, that's not what's going on here.
I just want you to be careful, Grace. You're one of those trusting souls, and people aren't always what they seem.
Well, now you sound like my sister Faith.
Really?
She kept going on about this evil presence lurking, just waiting to pounce out. And it might even be right here in Harmony. I mean, can you imagine?
Mercy.
Well, I wouldn't pay much attention to that, sweetheart. I mean, the most important thing is that we made contact with your sister. Now we know you have a twin and a niece.
A niece? Well, nice.
I can't wait to meet them.
And we will. I mean, we didn't come this far to turn away now. We'll go back on the internet later.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's no reason to worry.
Oh, no. The angel brat is back. What trouble is she gonna get up to now?
Did you say something, Tabitha?
Oh, just that we ought to be going now.
Yeah, you know, Tabitha's right. Let me grab my oxygen and put it back in my police kit.
So, are you sure that you're okay, Tabitha? Because Sam and I could... Oh, I just had the strangest feeling. I remember.
Remember what?
How I got in the backyard that night.
Backyard?
Remember when you found me in the backyard, but I couldn't remember how I got there? And I told you that the little girl appeared to me, but I didn't remember how I got outside.
You were sleepwalking, honey.
No, it's so clear. I floated up off the bed.
Floated out of bed,
No,
Grace.
Sam, I know it sounds crazy, but it is so clear. I mean, I can almost feel the floating sensation. The windows blew open. I floated out the window and down into the yard. And the little girl warned me about danger.
There's great evil at work, Grace.
You know there's no way you could have floated out that window. Now, come on. We really should go talk to Miguel and his friend Charity.
Oh, goodness, I almost forgot.
Happy?
Blissfully. I'm just so happy all the stalker business is finally over. What? What is so funny?
I was just thinking about what happened earlier. No matter how many times Teresa told the PI that the stalker had moved to South America, he wouldn't believe him.
But why not?
It beats me. I guess he had it in his head that Teresa and Whitney were covering up for this stalker. But like, they'd ever be friends with someone like that. Crazy, huh?
I don't know, not necessarily.
I don't think I want to hear this terrible thought, Whitney. Too bad. The Cranes sit on the board of directors at my mom's hospital.
So?
And Julian Crane is the head of the local school board that governs the school where my father coaches.
So why are you telling me all this?
If the truth comes out about you being the stalker and that I covered for you, do you know what that would do to my folks? I am scared, Teresa.
Whitney, you can't figure yourself out like this. We're not gonna get busted. I promise.
Ethan Crane might buy these girls' innocent act, but I don't. I'm gonna prove they're lying whatever it takes.
I wish you never would have started fantasizing about marrying Ethan Crane in the first place. Our lives would be so much simpler now.
Maybe, but mine would be so empty. I guess my career's gonna have to be my life now. It won't be the same without Ethan.
That's a good thing, Teresa.
I had so many dreams of the two of us together. Making love, getting married, having kids. A boy like him and a little girl that looked like me but had everything she ever dreamed of from the day she was born.
Teresa.
I would have done anything, suffered anything, walked through the fires of hell just to be with him. But you don't understand that yet because you've never been in love.
Well, if I'm gonna act like you when I am, then I'll just stick to tennis. Thank you very much.
Don't you ever get tired of just thinking about tennis?
I love tennis. It's my future, okay?
Well,
You definitely weren't thinking about tennis this morning when that PI was looking at you. I saw some definite sparks between the two of you. Admit it.
What do you think's happening at this very second, Simone?
You want the truth? I think it's gonna turn out that Charity is your cousin.
Oh, no.
You wanted me to be honest.
Well, I didn't think you were gonna say that.
You do realize that I could be right.
It's a long shot. But yeah, my mom could be Charity's aunt.
Then you can't expect her not to be excited about finding out that she does have family.
Might have family.
Okay? Might. But if it is true, can you blame her for wanting to spend time with them, to do things with them?
She already does too much. She has her shop, she has the bed and breakfast, she has her volunteer work.
Your mother likes to help people.
She does too much. Maybe that's why...
Maybe that's why what?
I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I have to tell somebody. It's about my mom. I'm worried about her.
Why?
My dad found her wandering in the backyard the other day. She doesn't know how she got there. She said that she saw a little girl on a swing, except there was no little girl, and we don't even have a swing. Jessica was there, and she said that Mom was really upset.
What do you think's the matter with her?
Dad says she's just tired. You know, she needs her rest, and the last thing that she needs is getting herself worked up over Charity and her mom. It's just too much pressure.
Think about how happy she'll be if they turn out to be her family.
And think about how disappointed she'll be if they turn out to just be con artists.
Well, let's just hope they're not.
Well, then where does that leave me? If Charity finds out, then I've lost the love of my life.
You're only going into 11th grade, Kay.
But I love Miguel. If only we were going together before little Miss Charity skipped into his life, this would never happen.
Yeah, and how do you know that?
Because Miguel wouldn't leave me for her. That's the kind of guy he is. He would never cheat on the person he's with.
You're forgetting something, Kay. Miguel has never looked at you the way he looks at Charity.
Whose side are you on, Simone?
Let's not fight, because it doesn't matter anymore anyway. By now, Charity's at your mom's shop.
Tabitha, as long as you're feeling better, Sam and I are gonna head home.
Yeah, take your time walking home, okay? Are you all right?
I hate to be more of a nuisance than I've already been, but would you mind walking me back to my house?
No, of course not.
But your house is that way.
Well, the back way is so much closer.
This is it, Mrs. Bennett's shop.
Well, one way or another, I'm about to find out if Mrs. Bennett can help me.
God, she's gone. What if that wasn't Grace on the computer before? What if it was them pretending to be here so that they could find me in Charity?
Hi, Mom, it's me. I know you're gonna be mad at me for going to Harmony, but I've got the greatest news. So I'll be home soon. Don't worry about me, okay? Bye.
Why is Charity still in Harmony? I know it's because Eva is there. We've got to get out of here as soon as we can.
What is it, Kay?
My mom and dad are helping our neighbor Tabitha back to her house.
So?
So that means that Charity's not my cousin. If she was, my mom wouldn't be with Tabitha right now. She'd be with Charity, hugging and kissing her long-lost niece.
You're right.
See, Simone, you got me all freaked out for nothing.
I was so sure all the pieces fit together.
You were wrong. You were so wrong. And I have another chance with Miguel.
Unless...
Don't start with me again, Simone.
What if Charity and your mother haven't met yet? What if she hasn't seen your mother?
What are you trying to do to me?
I'm trying to get to the truth here. Not just for Charity, but for your mom. She's been like a second mother to me, and I feel like I should tell her what I suspect.
Well, what about me? Haven't I been like a second sister to you?
But you...
What if, you know, Charity's just some con artist? Maybe she would just get my mom's hopes up and then break her heart.
You're lying to yourself again, Kay. You know that won't happen.
It could. Hello?
I have to talk to my daughter, Charity. It's a matter of life and death.
Mrs. Bennett. I wonder where they went.
Maybe they went to take that sick neighbor to the hospital.
I hope not.
Well, we tried.
Charity, you can't give up. Remember, you saw your aunt right here in Harmony. When your mom hears she'll change her mind, you two won't have to move.
Let's hope.
You're not leaving, Charity. You're staying in my life.
When you talk that way, it makes me feel like everything's gonna work out.
It will.
I'd be so happy here, Miguel. My mom would too. It's her kind of place. She could spend all day here. Maybe Mrs. Bennett could even give her a job.
I bet she would. I'm just sorry we missed her. But we can't wait until she gets back if I'm gonna get you home before dark.
Oh, you're still here. Charity, your mom's on the phone. She says it's a matter of life and death.
Oh, Tabitha! Timmy hopes you weren't too late. It's Charity St. Grace. It's Corinne for Timmy and Tabitha. What if Tabitha's already met her maker? Maybe Timmy should make tracks while he's still got all his parts. Timmy will give Tabitha another 2 minutes. Then it's every man or weird old lady or doll for himself. Where will Timmy go without his Tabitha? Big boss man, huh? Everything Timmy is, he owes to Tabitha. Without Tabitha, life isn't worth living.
All right, Tabitha, get you all settled in.
Oh, no, Timmy.
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
I was just thinking how nice it would be to sit outside in the fresh air before I go in.
You know, that's a good idea. Why don't I get you some juice?
Oh, no, don't bother.
Oh, don't be silly. Someone's inside.
You hardly know Teresa, Ethan, and you don't even know her friend at all.
You're still jealous that I said Teresa's name when I was sleeping. You're the love of my life, Gwen, not my mother's personal secretary.
I know Teresa's not a rival, but how can you say for sure what she's capable of?
Teresa is our housekeeper's daughter. Pilar Lopez Fitzgerald is the most loyal and honest person I have ever met. She would never let her daughter do anything to hurt the Crane family.
Well, can you say the same for her son, Luis, as well?
Okay, so Luis, the handcuff-happy cop, has it in for the Crane family. But Teresa doesn't, or she never would have taken a job here.
Maybe.
Besides, you could tell by looking at her what a nice girl she is. She's got a good soul like her mother.
I hope you're right, Ethan.
It's over, Gwen. Frank's off the case, and as far as I'm concerned, the stalker problem is no more.
Look, trust me, Teresa. The only thing going on between me and Frank the PI was the 3rd degree.
Oh, forget it, Whitney. I know all the signs. I saw the way you looked at him. You've got a thing for him.
Just because your life plays out like some romance novel doesn't mean mine does, okay? Besides, even if I did like him just a tiny little bit, it wouldn't do me any good.
Why not?
Because he thinks I'm a liar, which I am.
Well, I'd rather the guy I like think I was a liar than a dreary little mouse the way Ethan thinks I am. I've got to get out of this disguise.
You know it's not safe.
I don't care. How many hours a day do you think I can stand to look like this? I'll change in here.
Teresa strikes me as the kind of girl that figures all the angles. Her friend is different. She's more honest, more open. It's too bad that I had to meet her under these circumstances.
Didn't your boyfriend Frank love to see me out of this disguise? He'd recognize me in a second.
Do not call Frank Lomax my boyfriend, okay? All I am is a suspect to him.
Sooner or later, these girls are going to give themselves away. When they do, I will be ready.
Well, if you did like Frank, I'm sorry. Because we've definitely seen the last of him. He's out of our lives for good.
And I couldn't be happier.
Mom, what's wrong?
You have to come home right away, Charity. The forces of darkness are closing in.
Oh, let me just tell you the good news first.
Not now, Charity.
No, Mom, you don't understand. Everything's gonna be okay. I saw your twin sister. She's right here in Harmony.
I'm sure I heard someone inside. Do you have someone living with you?
Oh, you know better than that, dear. Oh, unless you mean those dratted mice.
Mice?
Oh, I've had the most terrible vermin problem lately, and they're ever so noisy, but I know how to scare them away. Just a minute.
No, Tabitha. Let me go look. You and Tabitha stay clear, all right?
Tabitha?
You spoke. He's alive.